Here's another one, Mullen fans. Coming after that 3-truck purchase order with NRTC Automation, Mullen comes out with a lawsuit filed against large stock brokerage firms, the supervisors. They filed a lawsuit against TD Ameritrade, Charles Schwab, National Finance Services, and others. The stock did get some pops off of this news and got as high as around 67 cents at the time of this recording. But we're going to talk about some additional information you may need to know as to why the price came right back down. Right here, this also says this lawsuit seeks compensatory damages and injunctive relief from defendants arising from their unlawful conduct in violation of Section 10B and Rule 10b-5 promulgated thereunder of the Securities Exchange Act of 1934. And at the top, David talks about the stock being one of the largest traded stocks in the NASDAQ, as well as his frustration with the price. Here highlighted, I have the part that says, I am hopeful that this lawsuit sends a clear and unequivocal message to anyone considering any form of illegal trading of Mullen stock. Is this lawsuit just a message, or is something really going to happen? Some of you may remember this back on July 5th. It says, since our announcement on April 28th, we have been actively investigating naked short selling, and we now have enough intel to have the law firm, which is Christian Adder, whom they hired, actively investigate, and where justified, take action against any market manipulators using naked short selling, spoofing, or other illegal acts. CEO David Mystery. So that right there says the information on illegal trading activities has been found. But with going against these top dog brokerage firms, you really have to build a case and hope for the best. Now, some shareholders may be really excited to hear this type of news come out, but how do you think these brokerage firms are going to take this type of allegations against them? And how difficult of a process do you think this will actually be? Because we know lately David Mystery has been Team Mullen Army and really saying he's going to put himself out there to turn this thing around for shareholders. It says in many or most cases, the broker will deny absolutely everything with arguments that will make your own blood either boil or freeze. The defenses will range from blaming you, the market, or both, to distorting the figures or the laws, the logic, or anything else that shifts the liability for the losses away from the broker. The first response will generally be presented as one of injured innocence. If you push further, it will get nasty. Despite legal and ethical obligations to treat complaints fairly, this is also a theoretical ideal that it is often totally disregarded in practice. The unstated and sole objective of the broker is to avoid or evade liability by any means available. Do not, therefore, expect fairness or sympathy and understanding. The firm will regard you as an enemy and treat you accordingly. You will be told that our position is clear, which means we will admit nothing and offer nothing. And if you want $1 back, then sue us if you dare. The question is, should you dare? And the company did take that leap. Now, why would it be so daring to go after these big brokerage firms for market manipulation? Says the odds are stacked against you, especially if you are dealing with a large firm. You will be stressed throughout the entire case, and the firm will be as cool as the proverbial cucumber because it will turn the case over its compliance division or lawyers who are familiar with all the tricks of the trade and have available resources of all kinds, and who know that the opposite applies to you. Such cases are often complex, invariably very time-consuming, and truly draining on all of one's resources, financial, mental, and physical. The other side can and will run up massive legal fees, which could be very costly for Mullen already needing cash. And if you back out part way, you will owe them a frightening amount of money. The fees occurring on the other side are the real problem. They are used as a strategic weapon. The theory is that the judges are infallible, and if you lose, you are in the wrong, deserve no damages, and should therefore pay the cost of the other side. That's what we're going to be dealing with here with this lawsuit that the company has put out against these brokerage firms, just so that you are aware of that. But as I was making this video, Mullen did also have an additional PR that came out with an update on the stock buyback program with an additional repurchase of 2 million in shares of its common stock. The buyback started August 16th, and as of today's date, the company has repurchased 5.6 million in shares of its common stock, which includes an additional 2 million in new purchases since the company's original announcement on August 17th. And David Mishry says here at the bottom, as I have stated on many prior occasions, I believe that our stock is undervalued. The company has a strong balance sheet, and we continue to execute on our business plan, including our recent Class 3 production start with the first vehicles rolling off the line. David Mishry, CEO, Mullen Automotive. And after all this news, the stock closed about even as yesterday's close around that 60-cent level. And in closing, what do you guys think about this lawsuit? What do you think about the PRs that came out? Should it have moved the stock a bit more than what it's done? Do you think Mullen Automotive Company is going to be successful in going after these top brokerage firms with the lawsuit? Or with these back-to-back PRs, do you think that David could possibly be pumping the stock again right before knowing that a delisting notice is headed their way? Because investors that have been in the stock a while have seen this type of things happen with Mullen Automotive stock. It'll be a stream of good news, then followed by that one negative that really drives the stock back down. Because we know what shorts are going to do as Mullen starts to rise possibly in the coming days, and then that delisting notice comes out of nowhere, they are going to attack. And that's whether if Mullen appeals for compliance later on or not, because many shareholders, many retail investors out there were anticipating a big squeeze or a big move to the upside once this type of news came out. So let me know your thoughts, guys. Hit that like button so more people can see this video. Hit that subscribe button if you are new, and I will catch you in the next one. I'm gone.